Okay, howdy, back again. So I'm here in Michigan at this nice little park. I got this nice little stream running by. It's a little brown because it had some heavy rain, so it's a little muddied, but it's clearing up. So anyway, it's really beautiful here, and I wanted to do the intro for the last video of Arizona. So this is going to be from the Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument. And that was just another little stunning find that I saw on the map and decided to go over there. So it's just extreme panoramic natural landscaping that was just amazing to see. So I was really fortunate to go there. I probably should have spent a little more time, but I did this loop that went around through kind of the main habitat area. And so, yeah, it was just incredible. So a little bit on the Oregon pipe cactus. So it's not very frost tolerant, so it has limited areas where it'll grow. It blooms in July, and it requires the lesser long-nosed bat to pollinate it. So it opens up its blooms at night, and it requires nectar-feeding bats to pollinate it. So yeah, so it's pretty unique that way. It doesn't produce blooms until it's 35 years old. It lives to about 150 years old, and it's just a stunning cactus, and it grows amongst the saguaro in some areas, so it's very just stunning landscapes. So you'll see it's very unique. It's a large cactus. It grows up to 26 feet tall, so it definitely has a presence. So anyway, it's awesome. I put this video to a little bit of music, so that's kind of background. I'll narrate a little bit, but anyway, it's kind of meditative. Maybe it'll put you to sleep, I don't know. But anyway, if it does, that's good too. So anyway, enjoy, and here we go. Okay, here you can see on the left there where the park's located in relation to Tucson. So it's about a little bit southwest of Tucson, Arizona. So here we're driving towards the park on 86. I'm just showing you kind of the landscaping of this desert drive. You know, all those beautiful saguaros, nice just pillars. They're huge cactuses, so always cool just to see them and their multitude of different formations and some very classic kind of shaped ones and everything in between. So very beautiful. You got the cholas in there, you can see. And then this here little cactus, I took a little roadside stop to do a little bit of a pano of some of the scenery. And it looked like a little fishhook cactus of some sort. Beautiful little cactus. But it was in this location where I'm doing a little pano of just all these saguaros just hanging out. This looked like a really old one there. This one. So I think they get pretty old. And in my younger days, I actually, when I was on a hotshot crew fighting fire, actually spent some time in the desert in Arizona. It was like 120 degrees, and we were putting out saguaro cactuses that were smoldering. This is a very brutal habitat to firefight in. We would work for 15 minutes and then find any shade we could and then rest for 15 minutes. So good hard work. And here I'm just showing a little bit of a little macro of kind of how their little needle spirals are formed. Just such an amazing plant. Okay, this is the road headed into the main part of the park, and the kind of statuesque mountain here is Montezuma's Head. So these are just really nice, big, elaborate mountain ranges. And some of the birds you're hearing, I'll just point out, I'm in Michigan, so there's no sound in in the footage. So these are all blue jays you're hearing in Michigan. And it was nice because there was some beautiful cloud formations on this day. And then here you have the Ocotillo again that I've shown in previous desert videos. So down here, I think it was a little bit warmer, so they were leafed out, and these were in bloom, and these nice kind of spikes of red blooms. Okay, this is the beginning of the loop drive in the park where the Oregon pipe cactus were. So just taking a little pano around at the beginning of the drive here. Okay, here's a nice example of the Oregon pipe cactus. And you can see in relation to the saguaros there, they're a little thinner, but definitely a nice large cactus and very beautiful. So let's go take a little bit closer look at this one here. These little buds appear to be flower buds getting ready for July. Again, lifting up rocks. I found this nice little centipede. It's maybe 3 or 4 inches long, and just fantastic to watch their antennae. And there's a young Oregon pipe cactus. And in this scene, you can see kind of just a different mix of cacti. Got the cholla in there, Oregon pipe, saguaros. And here you can see along this hillside, all the Oregon pipe cactus growing. This was a different cactus. I was driving along and saw this one. No idea what cactus this is. It might be a type of hedgehog cactus, but it had some bloom buds ready to go there. This was a nice land bridge that they had up in the mountaintops here. There's actually a little tiny one just above the main one you see there that I zoom in on it here in a second. But again, so ancient, and you can imagine water was involved in forming that land bridge. So hard to imagine now, but given millions of years, it's cool how these mountains get formed. This was a little grasshopper nymph that I noticed. And what was most intriguing to me is that just the texture and color of this little grasshopper nymph was just like spot on to the surrounding rocks. Just amazing. Here you can see me standing amongst the saguaro there, and then the Oregon pipe cactuses on the left, and gives you a good size perspective there. This footage is of just a really nice find here sitting on the rocks. It's a cannibal fly, and it's actually has caught and is feeding on a hoverfly. So I don't know if you can see its little proboscis there, mouthpiece. It's actually probed into the other fly, and it's just sucking the juices out of it. So this fly was very patient with me filming it. So thank you, Mr. Cannibal Fly. But a fascinating looking creature. This cactus here in the middle, it was exceptionally tall, and it had kind of these arms. It looked kind of human, as a lot of saguaros will, but that was one tall saguaro.